Get excited, friends, because today is the day we've all been waiting for. The day we're launching our Thinlicious app into the world. And so, in today's super quick bonus episode, I'm going to share all the details about what makes this app so fantastic and how this week only you can not only try it for free, but also get access to more than $800 in amazing free gifts to help you get started on your health journey just for giving it a try. So buckle up, this is going to be fun. Welcome to the Feel Better, Live Free podcast brought to you by Thinlicious. I'm your host, Ruth Sukup, and here we'll talk about everything from the science of weight loss to practical tips for making your health a priority in the midst of a busy life. It's a little bit nerdy, a little bit funny, and a little bit revolutionary. So buckle up, friend, because it's about to get real. Hey guys, welcome back to the Feel Better, Live Free podcast and to this very special bonus episode of the podcast where I'm going to tell you all about the amazing new app my team and I have been working on like crazy behind the scenes here at Thinlicious. But real quick, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ruth Sukup. I'm the founder of Thinlicious and the creator of the Thin Adapted System, as well as the New York Times bestselling author of 7 books. And I'm also a woman who knows what it's like to struggle with your weight. And if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you've probably heard me share my story lots of times before, right? How I struggled for years and years and years and tried so many different diets, literally every diet out there. And sometimes I'd lose a few pounds and then fall off the wagon and gain it all right back again over and over and over again. And then a few years ago, I had a turning point. I decided I was done with dieting. And instead, I started doing real research into the science of weight loss. Talked all about that in yesterday's episode. And what I started to realize is that basically we've all been lied to our whole lives. Everything that we've been told about what's healthy and what's not healthy is pretty much false. Weight loss is not about calories at all. It is about hormones, especially for women over 40. And not only that, the food companies and pharmaceutical companies are actively working to hide the truth about all of this. The big food companies don't want us to understand that the number one thing that has caused the current obesity epidemic in this country is all the ultra-processed crap food that they've been shoving down our throats for the last 50 to 75 years that is literally in almost everything that we eat. The high fructose corn syrup, the highly inflammatory vegetable oils, right? All the chemicals. And Big Pharma doesn't want us to realize that while they keep pushing us to take more and more medications that only mask the problem or treat the individual symptoms, the real solution is to actually heal our body from the inside out by eating the right foods, the ones that will actually balance our hormones and reverse insulin resistance and heal our guts. And they definitely don't want us to know that almost everything that's making us sick and fat right now is 100% reversible because frankly, it is in their best interest to keep us all fat and sick. And you could probably hear it. It makes me so mad. It makes my blood boil and my skin crawl because it's almost criminal. And that's honestly why I'm so passionate about this work that we're doing. It's why I started Thinlicious in the first place. Because to me, this is not even about losing weight or about looking good in your skinny jeans, although I will readily admit that was definitely my original motivation, right? To me, though, this is about freedom. It is about the freedom to look and feel your best. It is about the freedom to not be controlled by food addictions or by big food or by big pharma ever again. And it is about the freedom to be able to pursue all of your big goals and dreams because your health and your weight is no longer the thing that's holding you back. And I guess that's also why I consider myself a health rebel, because there are a lot of people out there who actually don't want us to be talking about this stuff. And I know that was a tangent, but frankly, I feel like it needs to be said over and over again, way more than one time. We have to start speaking out and we have to start speaking up for our health and for a real solution. But what I want to share with you today is the big thing that we have been working on behind the scenes, and honestly, something that has basically been 2 years in the making. Because from the moment we launched Thinlicious 2 years ago, I knew this was the thing that we would need. And that our community and our people, our health rebels, would need to make this way of eating and living work in your day-to-day life. Because let's face it, life is busy. And even when you know what the right thing is to do, even when we talk about it over and over again, it's not always practical. So my question was, how could we make it easier? How could we make it more practical, more mobile, more convenient day to day? And to me, the answer has always been, we need an app, right? We need an app. Of course, my team's answer was, Ruth, we don't know how to do an app. We're not developers. We have a very small team. Apps take time and lots of money and a developer. So granted, it took a little while for us to figure it all out and to go and hire a developer and to work with the developer to have this app become exactly what we want it to be. But you guys, it is finally here today. Ba-bam! The Thinlicious app. And I cannot even tell you how excited I am about this software and how it is going to make following and implementing our program and the way of eating and living that we advocate for here in this podcast and in Thinlicious as a whole. It's going to make it so much easier. It's so much more convenient. So let me just spend a few minutes telling you about it and what makes it so great and totally different from anything else that's available on the market right now. So first of all, it is designed to work with our program and what we recommend here on this podcast and on our blog posts, if you've read that, or if you're in our program, right? And that's pretty different from everything that we've ever been told to do. It's macro tracking to help you keep track of your macros and get the right balance of food without focusing on calories. Have you ever seen any sort of app that is a food tracking app that doesn't focus primarily on calories? It's not out there, right? It doesn't exist. But we know that it's not a matter of calories. It's a matter of eating the right things. And so we had to create this ourselves, right? The only way to have this was to create it ourselves. So it is food tracking and macro tracking without focusing on calories, focusing on getting the right balance of foods, of eating the right things without actually worrying about calories, because it's not about calories. So that's the first thing that makes it amazing. The next thing is that it lets you track a lot of other things too, right? You get to track your effort, not just your results. So you can track your water, you can track your sleep, you can track your weight progress, right? All of those things. Your exercise, the exercise that you're doing, your steps, you can track those in there. There's lots of different tracking and there's great little graphs that you can see your progress, which is really, really nice to be able to see that on an ongoing basis. So cool to be able to track non-scale victories. So it's got great tracking. But not only that, it is designed to keep you encouraged and motivated day to day, right? So much of this battle to lose weight and get healthy happens inside our head. It happens with our mindset. It happens with our ability to just make the next best choice. And so we have challenges available right inside the app. You'll be able to participate in challenges. Every single month we'll have a challenge. There's a leaderboard and it's really fun. And so you'll get credit for the different things that you do. And it's just like a really cool, fun way to make it engaging. There's also daily motivation. Every day you'll have a new little motivating message pop up. You can listen to the podcast right inside the app, which is pretty cool. So there's ways to help keep you motivated. Not only that, it's super convenient, right? The food tracking, and a lot of people have asked about this, like, is the food tracking going to be easy? Is there a food database? Yes, there's a food database. So you can search for that. And one thing that's really important about our app to understand is that our food database is actual verified food, right? So sometimes you'll go onto these other apps, I won't mention the names, but food tracking apps, almost all of them out there are what's called user-generated. And that sounds really good in theory, right? Because you can have so many foods that are added because users are using it and they're adding their own foods. The problem with that, though, is that there's a lot of user error, right? In how they're putting in food. So they'll input food, but they don't have the macros right, or they haven't calculated it right, or whatever it is. And so there's so much error in most of these food tracking apps. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to make sure that if you're tracking something, you know it's accurate. So all of the food is verified that's in there. But on top of that, all of our Thinlicious recipes, and we have well over 500 recipes, are available right in the app. They're preloaded. So if you're using our recipes, it's easy to find them and add those into your food tracking. Our meal plans are available right inside the app as well. So if you're in phase 1 of our program or phase 2 of our program and you're following the meal plans and you're eating that, you can just add the whole day right in your tracking, which makes it really super easy. So all of that is built in. But the part that I think I'm most excited about with this app is the support that's built in, right? The connection that's built in. There's a community message board, so you can be connecting with women right inside the app. Even if you're not on Facebook or not in other places, you can ask questions, you can have conversations. But not only that, you get access to our certified coaches right inside the app. If you're on the platinum level, you actually will be assigned an individual coach. If you're on our gold level, you'll get access to just our coaching staff, but there won't be one particular person who's assigned to you. But if you have questions, if you have frustrations, if you feel like something's not working, if you plateau, if you just need encouragement, all our coaches are right there to answer your questions and to support you in any way that they possibly can. There's even, and this is really cool, there's even a way that you can share your macros and your stats with your coach. You just press a button and you say, I want to share this, and they can look at it and they can give you feedback and go, oh, you know what? You might want to increase your protein or decrease your fat or whatever it is, right? They can help you right with that. So it's a really cool feature. It's totally voluntary. They can't see your stuff if you don't ask them to look at it. But yeah, it's really, really neat. So guys, it is a very cool app. And it was a beast to put together. So I hope you are joining me with celebrating the fact that it's finally ready to get it in your hands. So now that you know how amazing this app is and how amazing the software is going to be, let's talk about how you can actually get your hands on it. So basically, it's pretty simple. If you're on our email list, you've probably already gotten an email about it. If you're not on our email list, you're just going to go to getthinlicious.com/app. Notice I said getthinlicious.com, not just thinlicious.com, getthinlicious.com/app. That's how you're going to sign up for it. It's that easy. So once again, it's getthinlicious.com/app. But here's what you need to know this week, okay? For the next 4 days, you can be one of our early adapters and not only get access to a free 2-week trial of the app, but also get access to, and I'm not even kidding when I say this, the most amazing free gift that we have ever even thought about putting together. It's literally ridiculous. I'm going to go through it and you're going to die because it's so good, right? It's actually not just one amazing gift. It's a whole bundle of amazing gifts that are designed to help you kick off your journey to lose weight and get healthy. We're calling it the TAS Starter Kit. So what's included in the TAS Starter Kit, you ask? Well, for starters, you get our 10-day jumpstart, which is basically designed to walk you through phase 0 of our program, right? The preparation phase of our program. And it will help you understand how everything works and what to do and what groceries you need to buy and how to stock your pantry and all the things, right? Super practical so that you don't just like try to start and feel super overwhelmed. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, right? It kind of explains things, helps you get ready, helps you mentally prepare, helps you physically prepare. But then you also get our freaking incredible 28-day metabolism reset program, which will walk you through phase 1 of our program. You get the meal plans and the prep guides and the lessons. We have completely revamped it for 2024, and it's really good and so helpful and so comprehensive. But that's just the beginning, because you are also going to get access to our app starter guide, right? Which helps answer all your questions about actually using the app, how it works, where to find things, as well as our pocket dining out guide, which is so convenient. You can just print it, stick it in your purse, have it on the go anytime you want to eat out, which is really nice about our program. It's very flexible. You can eat out all the time if you want to. And you'll get access to our Confidence in the Kitchen cooking class, which I love because it just, sometimes you need that, right? Like you need a little boost of confidence when you're cooking new things and new recipes. And it's just a really fun little class. And then, dun, 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 you're going to get something that everyone has been begging us for 2 years now. Oh, this is exciting. Our first ever cookbook. It's called the Zero Deprivation Cookbook, and it includes 100 of our very favorite recipes, right? Our best recipes, the ones that everybody raves about, the ones that everybody loves. So good, because if you're like me, I like to look through cookbooks, right? I like to I like to see the pictures and the recipes, but it's amazing. So I know, right? This is crazy. It's over $800 in value. And I know what you're probably thinking right now. Why on earth would you give all of this away for free? And honestly, it might be a little crazy. maybe a week from now, I'm really going to regret this. But I wanted to share, here's my thought process behind it, right? My answer is actually twofold. So first of all, it really means a lot to me to be helpful, right? It's important for me to be helpful. And I know that's a simple answer, but it's actually true. If you've listened to this podcast before, you know that this is personal to me. I am on a personal mission to change the world by helping women find freedom by losing weight and getting healthy because of my own experience and my own journey and because of how it's changed my life. I needed to start another business like I needed a hole in my head. I did not need to create Thinlicious, but I couldn't stop myself because I care too much about it. And frankly, there's too much misinformation out there today leading people down ineffective and destructive paths. The more I learn about it, the more it makes me angry. And so I really just wanted to put together something that would be super, super helpful. Because even when people do find something true, it can be really disorganized and overwhelming. And I want to help women who are struggling to lose weight and get healthy get started the right way, right? Without dieting, without drugs, without misery. I want you to have a clear path forward. Basically, I want to earn your trust by helping you make a successful start. But second, I want to show you, not just tell you. You can listen to this podcast till you're blue in the face, right? But I want to show you that I really do have a proven path to success. Our program has a 92% success rate, which is unheard of in this industry. It just works really, 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 really well. But it will only work if you actually try it and make the decision to get started. And the TAS starter kit that we're giving away is incredibly comprehensive, right? It's full of information and it's really good. But it's only a starting point. In our Thinlicious app and in our full Thinlicious Thin Adapted system, my team and I work way more closely with students who are seeking the support from a community and guidance from a coach that's going to help them achieve long-term success and results by following our Health Rebel Freedom Path. You see, sometimes students join our program without having had any help at the starting line, right? And so I wanted to give you the essential beginner tools that you need before you can really hit the ground running. And that's actually where the idea for the TAS starter kit came from. I realized that if I put these resources in your hands right now before you even join my program, you're going to be able to get off to that successful start. And when you are ready to keep going within our program inside the app, it's going to lead to way faster results. So I really strongly encourage you to take advantage of the TAS starter kit, right? Again, this week only, you can get a free trial of the app and get the TAS starter kit for free when you sign up for your free trial. You literally have nothing to lose and everything to gain. There's no downside to this. So what are you waiting for? Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Right now, I want you to go to getthinlicious.com/app and get signed up. I'm going to say it again. getthinlicious.com/app. And then I will see you inside the app.